from my NERC 2014 Cup. Wonderful. Right, hello everybody and welcome as usual to the Geek Lab. This film is being filmed in the summer, so it's a rather warm Geek Lab. And today we're going to present you something a little different. In fact, something very different. Something that's so different that only three companies have ever attempted to do this, and it failed in all three occasions. And the system we are going to show you today is the legendary, although not greatly known, quite rare, Action Max. Action Max, the first real action game system. Yep, and gamers agreed with that so much that it was dead within a year. Why was it dead? And why is it so different? And why did only three companies try to make systems? In fact, as far as I'm aware, the other companies that bought out systems tried to copy this system. What is it that makes this so different? Well, most systems, this is a 1987 system, so most systems then either ran on cartridge, tape, or magnetic media like disc of some kind. Who knew? No. Not the Action Max. No. This ran on magnetic media, but it wasn't the usual sort. No. This ran on VHS. Yeah, VHS in 1987.
Identified a substantial buildup of hostile forces right here in our own backyard. I'm giving you the green light to clean them out. Gentlemen, you're the man. Get up there and prove it.
Okay, boy. Let's kick some.
Action Max for your VCR.
Yeah.
If it were any more real, it wouldn't be a game.
It was doomed. But let's give it a fair review, and let's do a full review of this thing. Right, let's take this one step at a time, as you would have back in the day. And just to give you something to scare you, it's so hot, I have no trousers on, or pants if you're in America. Although if you're in Britain, I have pants on, but I don't have trousers on. It's so hot. I'm naked, well, legs naked. Anyhow, this is the box, and we're having to do this review on the floor because of the size of the box. If I just grab a Mega Drive 2, you can see the scale of the box. It's a big bugger, which is not justified by the size of the kit that came inside. As you can see, it's probably a case of marketing department selling it as more is better. But let's have a look at what we get. First of all, I got this one for half price. At the show we got this from, these are selling for £30. This one was £15 because of damage to the outer sleeve here, but yeah, half price, I'm not going to argue. Okay, Action Max, game system for your VCR. In other words, your VCR may enjoy it, but you won't. That's why it's for your VCR. Contains one bass unit stereo headphones. Oh yeah, wait till you see them. Score signal. Yep, until you've been in here, you have no idea what that means. Game pistol and Sonic Fury VHS game video for ages 8 and up. Action Max, the first real action game system. Everything is included to turn your TV and VHS VCR into the hottest live action stereo experience. Oh yeah, hottest. That means it's hotter than any live band, hotter than any cinema, hotter than any arcade machine. This is going to do it for you. Anyway, a little print there about voltages and stuff. Sonic Fury full length game video inside. So how do we define what is a full length game? No idea. It's obviously marketing spiel and exists only in their heads. All live action footage. No, it's not. You lying bastards. Stereo sound. Not necessarily. And we'll see. Okay, jockey, onto the side. Woohoo. Game videos. The thrills and challenges of Action Max game system. Don't let up. There's a growing selection of action-packed Action Max. Try reading that when you're drunk. Game videos to choose from, such as, and before we read, yes, this collection stopped at 5. There are, I think there's 6 advertised on here, but one was never made, or never released. Whether there is a copy out there, I do not know. If I find it, I will let you know. Anywho, 38 Ambush Alley. Yes, I have seen this one. Sharpen your reflexes, you experience real police training. Angry Video Game Nerd has a video where him and his friend play Action Max, and you'll see, yeah, that's an interesting game. I'll say no more. The Rescue of Pops Ghostly, I have seen that one too. Quite fun in the video itself. And Hydro Sub 2021. And as you'll find out, these games are pretty much all the same. All the changes is the theme. And that's the rest of the case. What's it say? Welcome to the ultimate dimension in action games. This is not two-dimensional computer graphics. This is real. So I've really got jet fighters flying through the room. Wow, didn't know. I need to take drugs, don't I? The Action Max game system lets you compete in the real world of live action VHS movie. The real world of live action VHS movies. Okay, yes, whatever you say. This is where the damage has occurred. On the back here, see this? Obviously see this rip, which isn't the end of the world. It's fixable and all the stuff's here. Just needs replacing. We'll do that sometime. The base unit is a sleek central unit which connects you to the action. Oh yeah. Simple controls let you change gameplay, dial up the volume and keep track of the scores for 2 players. Yeah, dialing up the volume. Yep, you can see that this system is so exciting, they get excited about the volume. Stereo headphones put you in the middle of the action. Look, you can't see the headphones on because you'll have more fun when I show them in the box. Not only will you hear the stereo soundtrack, and characters talking to you, no they don't. You'll also hear the firing of your game pistol. Yeah, I hope so. Target it and shoot ricochets. Game pistol is specially designed for the fast action target skills. The optical sensor registers shots with precision and is capable of instant fire to challenge your reflexes. I'm a bit disturbed by the optical shots with precision. Yeah, I question that, and you'll see. 1987. See the score signal flash as you score hits. Wow, something like that. Wow, yeah. See, you'll see the light flash. Whoa. Sonic Fury is the game that comes with it. It was one of the exciting real action VHS videos filmed especially for the Action Max because nobody else would have it filmed for them. Game system. Feel your fighter plane dive and roll as you fire on enemy jets. No, you won't be sitting there in your chair. You won't feel any subtle. You'll fly close through narrow canyons and around rocky peaks. Be careful. Don't let the speed throw you off your aim. You won't need the speed to throw you off your aim. Anyway, let's get in this thing and have a look at what we actually get in the box. Dum 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 dum. There. Now it does say it requires 4C cell batteries, but you can use a generic adapter on this, so no fears there if you get one. I will say before you do rush out and get one of these, you need, and this is not an option, you need a CRT display to use it on. The old-fashioned tube displays. It will not work on a flat panel LCD or plasma display, unfortunately. And it's questionable as to whether they work on a, on a normal TV. But this is it. This is inside the box. And this is my key because I need a sip. Right, let's start at the beginning. This is the console itself. Let's take that out and have a sneaky peeky, shall we? I'll leave that there. There it is. Nice, attractive grey. Yes. In itself, it's not an unpleasant machine. It's quite good looking. It's light because there's not much in it. It would weigh a bit more if the batteries are on it. It can be a bit confusing when you first try and set this thing up. So here we got the volume. The distance, this is the distance you are away from the telly with your pistol. We've got game modes here, normal and special, and basically that's for calibrating. You've got player 1 and player 2, so you can switch and get different scores, and the on and off button. At the back, you got stereo select, so you can select between stereo and mono sound. It does have a jack lead that goes out, and this can be, it plugs into your VCR somehow, but it's very weird and I don't use it. I just let the shooting sound come out the console, which is an option. That goes to your hit sensor, whatever you want to call it. You'll see that in a bit. And there's a space there for a 9 volts DC jack, center positive. So any generic power adapter will work with that multi-adapter. As you can see, power 9 volts DC at 500 milliamp adapter, or so you all can't get the little like the cheap Asda Walmart ones. You're gonna have to get the higher powered ones. This particular one's from August. These cost about 10 quid, and this puts out up to 1.2 amp. At 9 volts it's 1 amp, 12 volts it's 0.9 amp, so you are going to need one of the higher rated ones if you want to use it. But yeah, if you've got batteries lying on, you can use them, because you're not going to be using this for that long, to be honest. Headphones, they're sound on and off there, and a port for the pistol. So let's have a look at some of the kit that comes with it. You get an important information screen thing on what your screen should look like to use this machine. Yeah. And an instruction book, which is, I actually need it to help me to set it up, which is a bit confusing at first, but you get there eventually. It's good, it's English, covers the bases, not much more you can ask for. It's a pretty good little manual. Right, next up is the gun itself. It's a pretty plasticky affair, shiny, although it has lasted all these years without any scratches. A very, very clicky trigger, but it lets you know it's got resistance, and it lets you know you clicked it. So it's mono-coloured. You could have put some more effort into the grip, make it look nicer. Textured it, it's shiny. It's a bit late to criticise them now because they ain't gonna go exactly and start making them again, but you never know. Yeah, and it comes with a very long, nice lead to plug it in. So that's the pistol itself. This is the sensor. This goes onto your TV, and it will flash at you when you've got a hit, if you ever do get a hit. And these are your very early 1980s Walkman headphones. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. Amazed actually. I haven't tried them, I don't plug them in. I just keep the speaker on, so no need for these, but they do have the world's longest lead. Amazing. And also in here, obviously, is the game itself, Sonic Fury. This is the in-pack game, comes with it. I don't have any other games, the only one. Let's have a read of the bullshit, description. Prepare for action. You're flying in one of the Air Force's most elite squadrons, Sonic Fury. It's high noon, the California desert. Your squadron flies fast and low in perfect formation. Perfect, man. Then streaks skyward Lieutenant Commander Lance Alabam Tucker. Heads up the force. You're the cockpit of Sonic 4. Watch out! The routine training mission suddenly becomes real. In seconds, you're in the midst of a dangerous encounter that could make Air Force... Anyway, let's... yeah. Okay, so that's that. That looks a bit like that. This is one of the few game packages from the 80s where the graphics on the cover actually represent what you see on the screen. So, that's one good thing about this system. Thumbs up! For a change. And inside is the VHS. If you're... yes. If you don't know what a VHS is, you're too young. Toddle on over to your parents. Ask them to put the Times newspaper down long enough to explain what this is. Here, I'll hold it still. Take a picture. Or freeze frame. Now go over there and point to them and watch them have a heart attack as remember them. If you're lucky, they might still have some around. And they can show you. Yeah, VHS. So this just obviously goes into your player and you get the game playing. And it's the same game every time. That's every time. The same game. But there are 5 of them. Yay. Did intend originally for there to be a lot more, but things being as they were and sales being as they were, they never got made. So, enough talk. Let me show you how to set this bugger up. Right, here is a view of the lab you have never seen before. Because, to use, as I've said before, to use one of these, you've got to use a CRT. And my only decent sized CRT is this big Panasonic monitor, which is primarily for the paint box. So I'm going to have to use that, and you'll also need a VCR. Because this is a composite monitor, I've got a, and my main VCR, professional VCR is a bit at the moment. I've got a Panasonic video camera plugged into the back. But before we get to that, boink. Oh, I love those bangs you put them on. We're going to have to show you how to set up the Action Max, which is sitting here. Now, first thing you need to do is to give it some power. And as we discussed, you can use, it's hidden over here, you can either use 4 C-cell batteries, or you can invest in a power adapter, which will do the same thing. And plug it in there, make sure it's off. Okie dokie. And just cut across the camera, because we're now professional, and we plug it in over there. And that's that happy. Okay, now, next thing we have to do is plug this bugger in. So, what this is, as I've discussed, it's basically an indicator that fits on your screen to tell you when you've hit things, or in most cases tell you that the thing is completely useless and it's not hitting anything. So that goes into this one, and then the score thing goes into, you can put it roughly in the corner, do not worry, the video will help us to place it better later, as you'll see in a bit. So get that set up, put it out the way. There is no connection between that and the video. The light gun goes in the front. Back down to the machine there itself. So the light gun goes to the front here. And that is you set up, basically. So what's left to do is to switch it on. And not much will happen. Mine does have a bit of a, I did when I first started, the pots were a bit, there you go, pots are a bit rough, so a bit scratchy, but that's just dirty pots. You can either go in there and clean them or whatever. But when you fire, so it makes random firing noises. Right, what we need to do now, if I put this up to the monitor there, we can go around the back, and I shall put the, I shall put the tape into the camera, and started playing for you. Aren't you lucky people? Here she goes. And that's made it flash on. I'm going to try and minimise flashing, bet the camera in a box position, and well, it's actually alright. It's, yeah.
It's important to make sure
Whoa.
your TV is properly adjusted before playing Action Max.
Especially the volume.
Increase your
I'll put
brightness
this
level
onto
until you see 2
default.
stars on your TV screen.
So there you go, you get your
The
2
star
stars.
on the left is darker than the star on the right.
Yay.
Turn your brightness control until the star on the left actually disappears, and the star on the right is barely visible.
I'd say that's about
On
right,
your
wouldn't you?
TV, the brightness control
Yay.
may be called bright
Zoom in a
level,
bit for you.
black level, background, or grayscale. Be sure to rewind this portion of the tape if you need more time.
Yeah, but you never saw any other
Let's check
consoles
how
at the
well
time
your
talk to you
TV
like
is
this.
adjusted.
Right.
First,
Okay.
place the suction cup of your score signal in the center of the black area that's in the
of
lower
black
right corner
area.
of your screen.
The right area.
Then,
Answer.
set your Action Max system for the reflex game. To do this,
Sorry about the
first turn
scrolling
on
bar,
the
there
base
is
unit
nothing I can
power
do about
switch.
that.
Second, move the game setting to normal. Then
These are the
special.
button sequences that you have to put in.
When you see the circle in the center of the TV start flashing, look
What I'm
at
going
the
to do,
red
hang on.
score panel on your base unit.
Right, obviously this is a CRT, so the flashing, there's not much I can do about that, but I did try, but this is the best you can get it, so you have to put up with that, I'm afraid. I just have to get it going again. Press play, pause.
If your
There we go.
Action Max unit is not counting when the circle flashes, adjust the contrast control on your TV until it does. When
Yeah,
you see counting,
so yeah, mine's
the
counting up.
game is ready
It's
to
actually
play.
flashing white, and mine is actually
You may
counting up.
need to repeat this part of the tape to ensure accurate TV adjustment.
I think
Now
I'm gonna,
that you're
this is
all
the only
set,
view that actually
put
goes
the
through
game
the
setting
entire
into
setup and
normal
everything,
position
just to show you
and get ready
what this thing
for
is like.
action.
We're getting ready for action. Yay. The picture quality on the monitors actually looks better than it does on the camera there. It's just artifacts of the
Stand
camera.
by for target practice.
Yay, target
Fire
practice.
at
This
the
is where
center
you
target
start
when
to
it
realise
flashes.
that
A
this
steady
thing,
aim is critical.
although I'm
To
fine
calibrate your
dead
game
on it,
control, adjust the distance control on your base unit. Turn
and
it
I am
on
adjusting my
to the
distance
screen.
control.
Toward plus if you're farther away.
Nothing's happening.
The score signal will
regards
light when you
to,
hit a target, and points will be added to your score on the base unit. The faster you
Nothing
hit
is
a target,
happening in
the more
regards
points
to
you can
score. I'm getting nothing.
If you hit an
So
enemy,
what we're going
and
to
the
do
score
is
signal
just,
doesn't
I'll
light
make shooting
after
noises
correctly
and
calibrating
we'll
your
just
game,
play through.
repeat the
I'm going to
TV
do pause,
adjustment
let's pause
segment
again
at the
and just get this
beginning
thing
of
to
tape,
focus.
and see your user manual.
So, okay, I've set the manual focus on the camera so that it doesn't keep going out to focus on there for you.
If you hit the target now,
Play.
the
So,
score signal
it doesn't
will
make,
not light.
mine
will
doesn't
hear
score for some reason,
in your
don't know why.
headphones, and points will be
But it doesn't make
deducted.
any difference to
Now
you because
reset
you
your
can't see the
score
score
by
anyway.
turning the power switch off and on again on your base unit. Prepare for action.
All you would see is a little red counter going up and down on the console, so it doesn't make any difference. And we're into the game. Yay! Are you ready for the cheese? The cheese fest of cheese fests.
This is where we find out if you're good enough to fly with the Sonic Fury.
I thought you might like to see one of the games,
Nice field
well, the
down.
only game
Target
I've got,
drone's coming up.
all the way
If you
through.
bag just one today, you'll earn a permanent place in that cockpit.
So remember, this is 8 to 7, although
Alabama.
for cheese level,
Nickname's only up here, by the way. So
it
we'll be
has
calling
more
you
of a
Ace
feel
from
of
here on.
mid-90s about
On
it.
your right wing, two of the
There's a
hottest
lot of
fighter
cheesy
pilots
stuff.
in
Look at
the
that, look at the special
Native
effects there.
American Top
Oh yeah,
Gun
look at that
team.
green screen.
And resident hot
Yay.
dog, Trucker.
Oh yeah, Top Gun
Check your
influence.
ass display, Ace. Got
Well,
the
there's
right
my
back
ass
here.
display.
Nice to know
Yep,
that rear
licking
view
out my
screen
ass.
is there if you need
Oh
it.
yeah.
Okay, back to business. Target drone dead ahead.
Doggy drone right
All
ahead.
yours.
And now we wait for the little, there we go, we got the green, and then when it's white, you fire. And in theory, you score. In reality, you get bugger all. In fact, well, let's, while you're watching that, I'm just going to check whether this does work.
Check this out, Abe.
I'm using my
You shoot
phone.
around me and nail this tin can?
Oh, you lot have a good laugh at that.
But the only thing you'll be flying is a bulldozer at the base garbage dump.
Oh, yeah, that's a really catchy thing, isn't it?
It's all yours, Ace. Rack this one up and we can all call it a day. Welcome aboard, Ace. It's official. You're Sonic 4. That's it. Form on me and let's head for home.
Look, I've got somebody out there close and fast.
Well, if it is infrared, then, well, my camera's not picking it up, so might be full of the gun, but,
Sonic leader to Rockin' Robin. Sonic
Oh, well.
leader to Rockin' Robin. Do you copy?
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
it doesn't fire.
How come the radar delay was right on top of us?
Let's just kill the bad guys. It's more, let's just kill the good guys, it's more fun.
Trucker, you keep your eyes peeled for strays. Okay.
And the thing is, I can even put this right on the screen and it's all doesn't score. It seems to detect but not fire. I don't know why. Just trying to play with the port here and see if it's... No, not scoring.
They must be jamming everything but short range.
But you still get to watch the game.
From here on. I'm going to back him up, Ace. Keep an eye on the canyon rim.
We'll try. Look at the models. They're just bloody static. There's nothing coming out of the engines. There's nothing. There's no. Oh, what do you call them? Oh, there's nothing coming off the edge of the wings. No vortices. No nothing. It's obviously just models. I mean, yeah, they're not going to spend a fortune making these, but they could have done it better. Total score so far? 0.
Two bogeys turn his tail, sir.
Oh, no, they don't. They can't just come in here playing hit and run. Stay with them. Anybody see any
Interesting
sign
to
of
see if
cheat?
there's a fault with this.
No, they don't up anywhere.
We'll come back for them later. Keep a visual fix on these two while I try to raise base again. Sonic leader to Rockin' Robin. Sonic leader to
Do
Rockin'
some
Robin. Do you
continuity
read?
checks and stuff. See if there is
Sonic
an error
leader
in
to
this.
Rockin' Robin. Go ahead. They're running out the lead.
It's detecting the white, yes. And
Just don't.
it's detecting the firing trigger, it's just not seem to be putting anything out. If I switch it to the other mode, then I
Anybody else?
Yeah.
go to
I
special,
haven't been able to get a clean lock since back
get
there in
loads
the
of
canyon.
score, just hit 99, so it is seeing,
Hey, check out 4 o'clock low. We've got
it
more
is
company.
seeing, it's just
And
not
look sharp.
firing for some reason,
You're
so
probably not alone.
it's probably a fault of the
I got one right on
console.
my tail. Somebody give me a hand.
Cover me, Ace. I'm going in.
It's got
But
me
you
locked,
get to
Alabama.
watch it,
Get him
so
off me.
Big
just
tools,
sit
trucker.
through this video
Come on,
as
Alabama,
long
use
as
the
you can
gun. He's
stand,
gonna burn
because it
me.
does go on for a while.
You're gonna have to take him, Ace. I still get no lock here. Trucker, back on my count. 3, 2,
Now, in
1.
reality, if they were that close, it just wouldn't work
All right,
because
guys.
of,
Thanks a lot.
turbines coming off the back of one of the aircraft would destroy the aircraft. No, not the other aircraft out of the sky, so that would not work. Love the special effects. 1987, the missile effects are not that. Oh, what was that? The missile effects are not that bad.
Go to half display.
The aircraft
Close it
effects,
back.
yeah,
Rear missile lane. Get him. Get him.
could have been
Surprise,
slightly
turkey.
12
better.
o'clock. 12 o'clock.
Was it ended? Oh, there's more torturous stuff. I've put a link down there if you want to go to the end of this film, or if you want to sit through the whole film. Just so, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the review, and that is the Action Max. So, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Dislike it? Would you buy one, even now? Do you think you should throw it away? Do you want to kill me for ruining your life by showing it to you? Or do you want to marry me for improving your life by showing it to you? Leave comments down below. And if you're not already subscribed, and you want to see more of this nuttiness, then go and subscribe. Blip, blink, blip, 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 blip. Can't speak. Link coming up down below. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Very.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.